Hey guys, welcome back to the Wild Wrestling channel. I am your host, Seth. Today I'm going to give you guys my top 5 WWE PLEs from 2025. So let's hop right into the video. Play the intro. At number 5, we have Night of Champions. Night of Champions was a very, very solid show. It had some great matches, like the incredible main event between John Cena and CM Punk for the WWE Undisputed Championship. It had a crazy good lead-up, and it was a match we want to see one more time, and they delivered, especially with all the chaos with Seth Rollins and the Vision and everything. We also had some other good matches like Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton as Cody Rhodes became the king of the ring. We saw Rhea Ripley and Raquel Rodriguez have a barn burner of a street fight. Jade Cargill and Asuka battled for the Queen of the Ring, which was eventually won by Jade Cargill. And we saw Solo Sikoa and Jacob Fatu go at it for the U.S. title, and Sami Zayn and Karrion Kross all go at it. So to be honest, you might be like, there's some stuff on here that just isn't that good, and maybe there is, but in my opinion, this was a very consistent show. It had a lot of good matches, even though some of them weren't pitch perfect, and that's why it's not number higher on the list. I think it was just good, solid matches that were very consistent, and that is why it is number 5 for me. At number 4, we have Backlash. Backlash was the show right after WrestleMania that nobody enjoyed. WrestleMania didn't really, it wasn't really nobody enjoyed because there was a lot of stuff that didn't really hit. There were some good matches, but also a lot of poor matches. And Backlash was definitely a good rebounder. 3 weeks after the event, they put on a great show here where, in my opinion, every match definitely delivered. We started off with that fatal four-way for the U.S. title, Jacob Fatu, Drew McIntyre, Damian Priest, and LA Knight. And in my opinion, everyone was just blown away with how crazy this match was. We had Drew and Damian fighting off, chokeslamming each other through the tables and stuff like that. JC Mateo made his debut, costing LA Knight and letting Jacob Fatu retain. We also saw Lyra Valkyria and Becky Lynch. I mean, just another incredible match that they had. They were putting on some great matches this summer. They have such good chemistry together, and they really make magic in the ring, it was an incredible match. Then we also saw Dom and Penta, and even though their match might have been not as long, they also had an incredible match here that just absolutely delivered. Pat McAfee and Gunther might have upset some people, but I think it delivered the right way, and for some people it exceeded expectations. And the main event, John Cena and Randy Orton delivered with R-Truth and everything, and it was a crazy match one last time, and it definitely delivered. This entire show, very consistent, but had even better matches. Like Night of Champions is very consistent, but I think that's the difference here, is that it just had way better matches that were consistently being shown as good they are, so I have to put it at number 4. At number 3, we have Elimination Chamber. First of all, I know it might be a little biased because I was there, but you got to look at the stuff on the show. We had some incredible matches here, like the Women's Elimination Chamber, which was a barn burner. We had Alexa Bliss, Bianca Belair, Naomi, Liv Morgan, so many awesome names. I can't even remember them all off the top of my head, but it was just a barn burner of a field, and they absolutely delivered. Some people might have thought that Trish Stratus and Tiffany versus Nia, Jax, and Candice LeRae, my bad, wasn't as good, but I still think it delivered in the way they did. They should have. People thought it could have been Tiffany and Trish, but I think it definitely delivered for what they were just trying to put an extra match on there. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn had an incredible match. Unsanctioned match, it was brutal, and it had some stuff in WWE like barbed wire and stuff like that we hadn't been seeing in a long time, and we don't know if we ever thought we'd ever see again. And the Men's Elimination Chamber was incredible, told so many different stories, and really got us hyped up for the road to WrestleMania. And, of course, the incredible and shocking heel turn of John Cena to follow that up with The Rock and Travis Scott. Like how everyone says, you can have any opinion you want about the heel run, but the heel turn, top 5, maybe the greatest moment in WWE history. I mean, it was just incredible, so shocking, nobody expected it, and they delivered so good on it. Elimination Chamber was such an awesome show, so I gotta put it at number 3. At number 2, we have SummerSlam. SummerSlam was a great show. I mean, after watching it, a lot of people, myself included, agreed that is what WrestleMania should have been. The first ever 2-night SummerSlam in MetLife Stadium, and it delivered. Just to highlight a couple of the great matches, we had that crazy 6-way TLC ladder match, which was incredible. We had Io Sky, Naomi, and Rhea Ripley in a triple threat, which was another great match. Roman Reigns and Jey Uso versus The Vision was also incredible. Gunther and CM Punk had a great match, and of course the Ruse of the Century Seth Rollins throwing down his crutches, running out of the ring, cashing in his Money in the Bank, one of the best moments of the year. And, of course, the main event of night 2, Cody and John Cena's music finally comes back on the color. He's back to being babyface, and this is what the WrestleMania main event should have been. An incredible match that they had here, with the crazy street fight and Cody Rhodes getting the win there and the passing of the torch. And, of course, the crazy and unpredictable return of Brock Lesnar to come out and F5 John Cena to stand tall to end off SummerSlam. This show had so many amazing matches and so many great moments. Like I said, it's really what WrestleMania should have been, and it felt bigger than WrestleMania because of how crazy the card was and just how many great matches were on there. It was such a good show. There was so much happening, but it was so worth it. There was just so many good matches going on, and it definitely is number 2. But there is one show that I think was better than SummerSlam, and that is number 1, Crown Jewel. Man, Crown Jewel was such a good show. Just like Backlash, it just had consistency, but by far some of the best matches of the year. I mean, we just take a look at the card. The Australian street fight between Roman Reigns and Bronson Reed was an incredible match and used so many cool weapons and really boosted Bronson Reed as a star. Stephanie Vauquer and Tiffany Stratton for the Women's Crown Jewel title was another amazing match. And then, of course, the match of the year contender, maybe even match of the year, John Cena and AJ Styles one last time throwing an absolute barn burner. They're both in the end of their careers, and they both looked like they just started with all those tributes and crazy moves they were pulling off there, all the near falls. It was an incredible match to watch. Rhea Ripley and Io Sky versus the Kabuki Warriors was a great match that had such a long lead up, and we finally got to see them go at it. And of course, the main event for the men's Crown Jewel title, Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes, was another amazing match. Even though Seth Rollins got injured in it, it was an incredible match that solidified Seth Rollins as a main event star. And I mean, just every single match on the show is incredible. And like I said, there's a lot of shows in here that just have great consistency, and this one, the consistency was just way higher than it. The consistency was amazing, like all the other shows, but the match quality was just 10 times better than all of them, and that is what makes this show stand out from the rest, and why Crown Jewel was the number 1 WWE PLE in 2025. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, comment down below if you enjoyed this video, and turn on that bell so you get notified whenever I upload a brand new video. I post every Monday and Friday, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.